Quarterback. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers on the ground for Sims a week ago. 21 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Pearson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On second down, it's Sims. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. On third down, Sims. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener through a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On third down, Turner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Borden. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Borden. He hits Baldwin right side.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Borden. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And that is no good. and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. On third down, Wilkinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing on first down. Borden. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Borden. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Back to throw. Borden. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wheeler. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll run on first down. Wilkinson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Wilkinson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, Wilkinson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On first down, Borden. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off play action, Borden. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hands it off out of the gun. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Borden. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measure. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point safely through, and it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Borden got his man complete over the middle. That's Turner. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, what a move. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Borden. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st down, Wilkinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 22. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings open the lead up to 34-0. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down now, it's Turner, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Can't do that.
So that one will be accepted. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Borden. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw on 2nd down, Borden. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down, Borden. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Borden. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Griffith, he gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffith. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pearson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll keep it on the ground. Griffith. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw on 3rd down. Borden getting this into the hands of Turner. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Griffith. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And Detroit getting set to go now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw. Borden over the middle, complete. That's Wheeler.